God has always been fair. When he closes one door, he opens another. Evelyn was a promising writer. Her husband, Kelly, used to be a famous singer, but a car accident cut his throat, ending his career. He had no choice but to work in a factory, and the glamour of his past life vanished, leaving behind only frustration and heavy drinking. A few years into their marriage, their family grew from a sweet couple of two to a bustling household with 10 kids. To take care of everyone, Evelyn gave up her career and became a full-time mom. Kelly's income was meager, but Evelyn never lost her love for writing. She spent her free time writing ads and submitting them to companies, sometimes winning cash, sometimes household appliances, and sometimes sports gear her kids adored. One day, she got a once-in-a-lifetime chance. 10 minutes of free shopping in a supermarket. Though the time was short, Evelyn pushed her cart with determination, ready to grab everything her family needed. At the signal, she went all out. First, the frozen section, steaks, her kids' favorite. Then, premium foods, caviar, herring, canned lychees. Next, imported fruits and candies for the kids. Of course, she grabbed her husband's favorite bottled cocktails. 10 minutes flew by, and she returned with a cart full of goodies. The kids cheered, and even Kelly was moved to tears. Everything was free, but she didn't take a single thing for herself. Back home, the fridge was packed, and the family happily enjoyed the feast. But Kelly, angry and drunk, threw all the food out. Evelyn stayed calm, because she understood his feelings. She took out the cocktails she had saved for him, and invited him to enjoy the meal with her. Soon, another problem arose. The landlord was reclaiming their house for a wedding, giving them 3 weeks to move. Should they rent again or buy their own home? Just then, 2 men in black arrived at the door. Evelyn had won a big prize in a car ad contest. $5,000 in cash and household appliances. Now they could pay a house deposit and furnish it completely. The kids cheered. Evelyn cried tears of joy, and even neighbors praised Kelly for marrying such a wonderful wife. With the prize money, they went straight to the real estate office to pay the deposit. Evelyn carefully removed her gloves, wanting to sign together with Kelly, but the agent explained that, since she didn't have a job, the deed could only be in Kelly's name. He promised to handle the mortgage alone, telling her not to worry, and signed only his own name. At last, the family moved into their new home. That night, they sat together watching TV, but Kelly's team lost. He went into a rage, drunk and hysterical, ranting about the unfairness of life. This had happened countless times. The older kids watched numb with fear, while the younger ones were too scared to breathe. Evelyn tried to calm him down, but he only got worse, smashing everything in sight. The neighbors called the police, but oddly, the officers sided with him, even drinking and talking about the game. Evelyn quietly cleaned up the mess, a routine she had grown used to. The next day, Kelly acted like nothing happened, cheerfully greeting the kids, even asking who had dented the fridge. Life went on like this, and he never stopped drinking. The kids resented him, but Evelyn taught them to respect their father. Meanwhile, Evelyn kept entering contests, and prizes kept arriving. Ice buckets, shoes, bicycles, dance shoes for her daughter, a camera for her son, even a pony. Small prizes helped at home. Larger ones were sold for cash. Through her tireless efforts, her eldest daughter became a nurse, and her 2 sons became talented athletes.